When I say things, I don't say them to be coy. I really don't. I really don't. But yet, like this idea that was perpetuated, that allows one to think to themselves that I am sitting here playing a game. How do I want to do this? Do I want to click out? It's about to be 10 o'clock at night. Do I want to click out? I could absolutely, with every fiber of my imagination, click out at this exact moment. Because the one thing that truly gets me is the attempts. I appreciate the attempts, I do, but it's just sad. It's just sad. It's really just sad. Cause now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, do I want to click out? It would be beneficial. It'd be fun. It'd be fun to do. It'd be fun. Little click out action. Sometimes I feel like I punch a dead horse. This is just a cool punch of a dead horse. It's one of those punches. It's just where it's just everything feels right when you do it. Not one of them. Oh, I don't want to do it because it'll make me feel bad. No. That thumbnail made my neck hurt. Well, that's imaginative. Very, very imaginative of you. Good side. Current ad for me is Wicked for Good. Will you be watching it at what? I don't know what the fuck that is. What the fuck is Wicked for Good? You know what? There's just a part of me that just doesn't care. There's a part of me in this that just doesn't care. I'll be fruitful with you. I don't care. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I feel like I have to animate myself. Because it's just, I'm debating right now. Don't mind me. I'm, as the kids say, contemplating. I'm contemplating if it's a good idea to like click out in this exact moment. Because it would be funny for me. It would be funny for me. It would. Thank God I have it set up to where you can't put links in my fucking Twitch chat because I don't want to see nothing of the propaganda you motherfuckers try to share. He's not into musicals. I absolutely am into musicals. Good ones. Like Epic the musical. But if one of you stupid bitches brings up Hamilton, I'm going to virtually spit in your eye. It's like, you don't know good music. You know how to waste your own time. And it's like, good for you that you know how to waste your own time. But I don't know who told you. See, Natanya, we run into a problem. Nobody told you within like a 7-foot pole, I hate musicals. I've never said that. I said I don't like every musical because every musical is not good. Just because you got motherfuckers singing and dancing to a semi-decent beat, that doesn't mean it's good. You don't like all food. Does that mean you don't eat? What is the matter with you? What is the matter with this stupid rhetoric? What is it? You know what? I'm animated enough. I told y'all you didn't want to believe me. You probably sat there and said, no, that's never going to be a thing that happens. Here you go making up something again. Here you go lying about it. Well. See, I am a man of purpose. I am a man of principle. I am a man who clearly understands the differences between stupid people and non-stupid people. Because what did I tell y'all? Was it yesterday? I feel like it was yesterday. What did I say? I said with that story about that woman who was murdered by her ex, I told y'all motherfuckers was going to go on social media and start that stupid dialogue again. I told y'all. And it's not just the fact that I told y'all. It's the fact that for some I don't get it, man. For some ungodly reason, I am a fortune teller. I can see the future, not based on any skill set, but because I know how stupid people like to repeat history as if it's the first or the second time they've seen something like this. I said it and it happened, and I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. I'm just a little bit disappointed. I'm disappointed that I live in a world where it's more comfortable to just spout anything than it is to actually be in the realm of possibility that, oh my God, a woman dying is not meant to be anything else. It's just not. Remember, none of you remember this because your fucking heads don't consume. None of your heads have to keep in mind previous things said. That man down there dated that woman, and that woman killed him, and there was no justice for that man. But what happened once it came out that he was dead? Oh, he dating a white woman. We don't care. Oh, he made fun of black women. We don't care. This wouldn't happen if it was the other way around, even though it's happened numerous times. Whether it be direct tweets, retweets, likes, it happens. Oh, all you motherfuckers who live and die by this really stupid mindset of, oh my God, I have to make it this big spectacle that I'm fucking outside of my race. I want to compose myself, but I can't. I really want to. I really want to compose myself. I really do. I really do. But it's just like, my ability to predict the future knows no bounds, and I am completely unmatched by anybody y'all could line up in front of me. Because when I say that there are people who are going to look at a tragedy and come in with their own boring take about why nobody wants to touch them, it happens all the time, to the point where it's just as commonplace as us going through the cycle of talking about a school shooting and how no one does anything to solve it, and we just wait for the next one. How is it that again and again and again and again and again and again and again, when the topic of somebody getting murdered comes up in the black community, there is more of a fixation on who that black person was fucking more than them being murdered? I don't get it. I'm confused by it. But then I sit and I rationalize it on my imaginary wall, and I remember that people are miserable, and they sit there in their misery and they see all these people talking about who they are, and they feel attacked to the point where if they die, it's time for them to celebrate, whether it be bullet bags, whether it be bed wenches, whether you be not desirable as compared to the illustrious white man that still somehow has that white supremacist patriarchal power over you to call you the N-word while you smile and ask for somebody to care. It's impossible how we continue to still be here. And I say continue because somebody is going to be stupid enough to say, oh, well, black women started it first. Black men started it first. No, you started it. No, you started it. It's the fact that it's happened too many times back and forth to the point where it's become commonplace, where I have to say, when it happens again and it flips to the black men losing their lives to the white women, and then the women who are black, the most disrespected group in American history, comb through Twitter, comb through Facebook, comb through Instagram to see if he said anything positive about the black women all the time, making it deemed worthy of them to care. It's embarrassing and speaks truth to what I've been saying, that your black ass life don't mean a black ass fucking thing if you don't fit a checkbox. How is it that, again, we fall into this conversation where somebody loses their life and it should be, oh my God, somebody needs to get justice for this person, but they can't, because not only did the justice system fail the woman, but the motherfucker who killed her is now dead because he wanted to drive and light himself on fire. I now have to ignore that because motherfuckers are more mad about how they're dating, and it's just like, oh man, it fries the fuck out of me. It does. It fries me. It fries the fuck out of me, because it's easy. Look at something and say, hey, that's not fair. A woman was murdered. She was. Did she do the proper? Yes. She went to the police. She got a restraining order on a motherfucker who has a history of them on his back with other women. The system failed her. Cut to print. That's it. The system failed this woman. Oh, well, she wanted to date them white men. I'm sorry. And this is another thing that bothered me. I'm a really collect my thoughts. I'm tame right now. I'm absolutely tame right now. I'm going to collect my thoughts and I'm going to make this video. The thing that like irked me is how it's worded. Like, oh, y'all disrespect black men, you disrespect black women. Then you go out into the wild and then you end up dead or beaten, and you see what happens when you step outside. I'm sorry. Do black men not kill black women? And vice versa? Like when did we start being this fucking delusional? Because see, the thing I hate about these niggas who came to be for the people is how they ignore when the people do dumb shit. I don't get it. But then when you talk about that, magically we ignore all the stupid shit and we somehow get to a point of mentioning that turns you into a fucking coon. And my thing is how? Like you see an instance of a wrong and you turn it into, well, see what happens when you date outside your race and talk bad about insert black person here? Where the fuck are any of you niggas? Oh, wait, I forgot. It only matters if a white person did it. Okay. All right. Okay. By the way, none of you have still produced me any evidence that DoorDash bitch opened that door. I'm still waiting. I keep looking at the comments of the video, and every few of them is, she did open the door. I saw it. Well, where is it? Well, I don't know where it is now. The two funniest ones to me. The two funniest ones. One, oh, I saw it, but I don't know where I saw it, and it doesn't matter. Okay. Number two, I saw the original video, but she deleted it and then re-uploaded it. So you're telling me in 2025, damn near every video under the sun is still in existence to be seen. I could find 2 girls, 1 cup right now. Magically, this one video is just like Wilt Chamberlain scoring 100 points. Nobody filmed it. Nobody saved it. Nobody's got it. Motherfucker tried to send me a link. I clicked that. It's some motherfucker bitching about how YouTube took his video down and he put it on another website, and the video is the exact same as the one I've broadcasted. The bitch putting the food down, picking the fucking phone up, looking at a naked motherfucker, and then walking away. Trying to give y'all chances, but it's clear y'all don't have it. It's clear you don't have it. I wish you did, but you don't. And because y'all are desperate to try to force me to believe that with no evidence, and then when I ask you for it, you tell me I'm not looking hard enough. That's a bold one. Fuck it. Jesse Smollett did get attacked by white people. None of y'all saw it. But I saw it. I saw it. I was there. I right there. I saw it. They was nice and white. Had on hillbilly garb and all. And they also had a dragon shoot out their ass. What was that? You don't believe me? Oh, God, shit. I saw it. Oh, but it all happened so fast. I didn't see it all, but I saw it. Like, y'all got to play with somebody else. Y'all got to. Because because literally, I'm arguing with niggas in my comment section. Something I ain't doing a long fucking time. And nobody got it. Nobody's got it. I don't even know why I turned on the stream. What am I here for? What why am I here? 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 Why? I don't know. But Raven Simone interviewed that bitch who was sending her panties to teenagers. And word on the street, this video is bad. Or like the interview is bad. Like they're trying to paint her out to be the victim. Or tell her side of the story. I want to read. That's a Raven? No, Raven so that. This comment section really shows how extremely filtered Colleen's comments are. Oh, the title change is crazy. Oh, what was it originally? Oh, this is 4 days old. Jeez. Boy, am I late. Everyone not dropping it. Oh. She sent freaking nudes to Trisha to minors. Why is this hardly ever mentioned or brought up? She got away with so many things. An underage man. Excuse me, that's a child. And wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. Wait a goddamn minute. There's no such thing as an underaged man. That's a child. Let's be clear here. If a grown man had sent a little girl underwear in the mail, oh yes. Oh, yes. You haven't been online in 2 years. That's not true. She continued her channel just months after. Yeah. Did she? Did she? I should have apologized. What's stopping you? Fuck no, you two did not just spend an hour joking around about grooming. I love how the original title was Colleen's actual apology, and then looked back at it and realized she never apologized unless asked to do so, and then changed the title to Colleen telling her side. Colleen telling her side. So the title changed again? Oh, no, man. Y'all want to watch it? Fuck it. Let's watch it.
Ballinger.
Oh, my God. I can't stand her voice. Also, I need a game. Fuck it. Let's see how long I'll lose. Let's see how long until I pop a blood vessel. Fuck it. Let's see how long until I pop a blood vessel. Oh, this is gonna hurt. I told you I can't play this game. I can never play this game on stream because when I do, bad things happen.
Actress, comedian, and YouTuber best known for her character Miranda Sings.
If you were anywhere online in 2023, you probably saw Colleen's name trending. It's because she was accused of crossing personal boundaries with fans, some of whom were minors, and the response was intense.
Wasn't all of them minors, or was I the sycophant here?
Posted a response video that made the whole situation blow up even more. And what followed was one of the biggest public cancellations we've seen in a while.
This is actually the first time that we're meeting Colleen, and we've decided to do it now because we feel like enough time has passed for reflection and learning, and for a real conversation behind the headlines.
What? I want R. Kelly to be interviewed the first minute he's out of prison, because enough time has passed and he served his time in prison. And I think the absolute best thing is for introspective and reflection.
It's easy to form opinions based on what we see online, but harder to sit down face to face and ask questions about what's really happened, what someone's taken from it, and how they're moving forward.
Our goal isn't to revisit every detail, but to understand the human.
We already have a problem. You cannot.
Whoa now!
Don't anonymous. It's the late night hours. You can't do this late at night. Why are you doing this late at night? Announce yourself, good sir or madam.
Side of the story.
And also, no, fuck that. You can't be like, oh, we're not here to rehash every detail. Then what's the fucking point? You did a poor job. What's the point of this? You've done such a horrid job here.
That became very public.
So today, Colleen is here to share her perspective in her own words, to share what she's learned, what she regrets, and what she hopes all of us take away from it now.
And we're here to listen.
Here's our conversation with Colleen Ballinger.
Now that I'm a mom, obviously every choice I make, I think about how it could affect my children.
Oh, now you're a mom. So look, as a mom, I hope you understand that if you're child, I don't know if it's a daughter or a son, because it really doesn't matter. If your child is getting panties from grown adults, I would think you would know that that's bad, right?
And I wish that I went into my interactions with my fans with that same mindset of like everything I say can affect them, and think about how this can
That's actually drastically perfectly timed with what I just said. And I'm like pissed off. I'm pissed off at when I do these streams and you motherfuckers somehow perfectly time these shits to be that fucking weird.
affect these people that you're interacting with.
My next guest tonight is one of the most popular YouTubers in the world. Her videos have garnered more than 1 billion views online.
You all know her as Miranda Sings.
Please welcome Colleen Ballinger.
Over 6 million subscribers, nearing 2 billion views, now a Netflix show.
You're famous. You're famous. We're both famous.
Colleen has written a best-selling self-help book, is touring around the world, and has appeared with the likes of Jimmy Fallon and Jerry Seinfeld.
YouTube star Colleen Ballinger, who's better known as her online persona Miranda Sings, is facing significant backlash. She's been accused of having inappropriate relationships with some of her underage fans.
And now a new video she made is landing the content creator in even more hot water.
They wanted an explanation, and they deserved that, and I didn't give it to them.
What happened personally, internally?
I was so caught up in the things that weren't true that were being said about me that I feel like I wasn't listening to the things that were true. I don't blame anyone but me.
So wasn't the one thing that was true that was being promoted by the loudest person who had to deal with you was that you were sending them underwear? The fuck? Hello?
Me. It was like a part of my brain was missing. People do make mistakes, and people can learn and grow and change.
Did you know they were underage at the time?
That's not a cliffhanger. That's not the cliffhanger you should be leaving it on. That's not the cliffhanger you should be leaving it on. Because wasn't the answer yes?
Welcome back to another episode of Tea Time. Today on the podcast, we have somebody who you definitely know. Because if you know YouTube,
You know her.
You know her. You have to know her. Colleen Ballinger.
That is it. That's my name.
Isn't it
You
right?
did.
I get so nervous about like butchering people's names, even though I know your name is
Because
Colleen
everybody
Ballinger, and I've
butchers
said it so many times.
It wouldn't bother me if you did. Most people don't say it right. My whole life it was Colleen Ballinger.
Yeah,
People say
I'm
it usually.
Mayday, and so people are always like
Mayday.
Mayday, because it's not with a middle Y.
Oh,
So
okay,
it gets
okay.
very
Yeah, my name is Raven. People call me Janet. It's so weird. I don't understand.
Okay,
Anyway, I really appreciate you being
we're really happy you're here.
I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Well, there is a very big elephant in the room.
Yeah.
And I think that we just have to address it.
Immediately.
Why Miranda?
I know. I'm sorry.
So when we're thinking,
I haven't seen this one before. What am I reading? My foreskin is so cute. What the fuck?
what's with these thumbnails, Leon? Cry about it, pussy. They're thumbnails. What do you cry about it?
I'm sorry. I was thinking about that. I was like, how do we address this?
I know.
There.
It's pretty massive.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. I mean, luckily for you, she's been gone for a while, so you don't have anyone to compete with that
Yeah,
name. But,
thank you.
yeah. I mean, do you actually want to answer that question?
Yes, I do.
Why Miranda? Why did I name her? Why does she exist?
Why did you name her? We'll get
Why
into
did you
other
name her
stuff
and
later.
then that?
I was in college.
Can we get to the good part? I'm not watching this on fake. Can I get like a timestamp? Can I get a timestamp? I don't want to watch three bitches talk. I want to watch them sit. Never mind. Never mind.
Started doing YouTube. It was just a website you could upload videos to. There was no desire to become famous from it. There was no desire to become a YouTuber because that wasn't a thing. There weren't influencers. It was just people uploading videos.
I have a question about Miranda.
Okay.
Why the red lipstick?
Well,
Jesus, you know what? Let's go further.
for people to not care what people thought, especially as the internet was growing and rising and, online bullying and hate was getting worse and worse. Like, I think it was good for people to see and hear someone who wasn't traditionally pretty or talented. It was like this weird looking, untalented girl. Like, I don't care what you say, I'm so confident. Like, she didn't, Miranda didn't care what anyone said.
When Miranda came to be, it really wasn't like that was for an adult audience.
Oh God, let's go. Oh wait, maybe something.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I certainly never thought I'm making a kid show or a kid character or something to entertain children. Like, that was never the goal ever actually in my career. And even when I did my Netflix show, that was a discussion that we had constantly because they were like, they were noticing because they came to a couple of my live shows that people
How
involved
my
in.
dick
They're like, oh,
supposed
there's
to
a lot
jump off all of this information you just gave me now?
teens here.
Stop. This was it. Why is this shit like perfectly ill-timed? Talk about makeup. Oh, why the red lipstick? And she's talking. How's my dick supposed to jump off? Ill-timed, but somehow chef's kiss.
So let's put this on the kids app. And I was like, whoa, this is not a kid show. Like, I do not want this on the kids app. That would be inappropriate. Like, this is 100% not for children. And it was like but they really wanted that because they saw a younger audience. And they were like, we want the younger audience to be able to see this. And I was like, that's fine, but like, they need their parents' approval because this is not a kid show and this isn't a kid character. So I never set out for it to be for kids or, it was, like I said in the beginning, my comedy was pretty crass. And you can go back and look at like my old original content, my first videos I ever uploaded. Like, my humor was that of like a, mid-20s girl who was in theater and, with all my gay friends just we were being like silly and ridiculous and crude, but people watch me, they liked that style of comedy and that style of humor.
You said that Miranda Sings, you had a good 20-year run. 20-year run with that. You had a Netflix show, girl. I ain't even had a Netflix show. Goddamn. I'm sorry. Yet. Thank you. Yep. I can do anything. You had a 20-year run.
Women talking.
If it weren't for them, I wouldn't have the life that I have and the amazing career that I had. And
It sounds like everything you were doing online was from a place of trying to please your fans and connect with your fans and
not lose them.
Yeah, I really,
that's pressure.
But even with all that, I wish first there was someone there to help guide me and say like, hey, this could look bad taken out of context. This could look like.
Oh, I'm so glad you at 20 started a fucking YouTube channel and you suddenly decided, oh my God, I wish I could do something. I wish I could have had some guidance. Don't we all?
I agree with you. I think that they do want an apology, and I am sorry. And
Oh God, I skipped over that. We might finally be at juicy parts.
I know that my intention and my actions have never been fueled with the desire to manipulate or groom anybody ever. That has never been something I have done or will ever do. And it's a very serious accusation.
Very serious.
So when those kind of words started being thrown around, that's when I kind of was, I kind of shut down, and it really was, that was devastating to hear. And, you asked, what does that mean to other people? That's why this was a hard thing for me to know how to navigate, because it wasn't about what did she do or what didn't she do. It was more about what was her intention behind some of these actions, I think. And my intention was being decided for me by people talking about it. My intention wasn't to hurt or do anything negative ever. Now, that doesn't mean that people weren't hurt.
Right.
And that's the part that I wish I had paid more attention to. But I obviously didn't handle the situation the way that I should have. And it's really embarrassing. I wish that I could
Didn't send panties to an underage apparently an underage man.
handle it a lot differently than I did.
I ain't gonna lie, I kind of want to watch this whole thing just to hear like, oh, it was an underage man. Because if that's a real fucking quote, I'm gonna be devastated.
When you say that, are you talking about like the apology?
Talking about a musical instrument that I should have not picked up. I should have listened to what people were saying, and I should have.
I think people want an apology. I think people want for you to acknowledge the things that happened on stage. I hope that you give that to them.
I agree with you. I think that they do want an apology, and I am sorry. And here's the thing: is when you mess up and when you make a mistake and do something wrong, sometimes you gotta keep apologizing for it. And that's what I should have done. Like,
no, you don't. No, you don't. I'm sorry I shot your dog, but it shouldn't have bit me. You getting one. You're not getting multiple. Because me giving multiple apologies for shooting a dog, I have to shoot multiple dogs. Leon, can you speed this up? I already did that. Cry about it.
And people keep saying it's an apology song. I didn't apologize in that thing.
You did not.
I did not.
You know what?
There was
You
no
did not
sorry in
apologize.
that.
You did not. I was actually laughing. So that was some crazy penmanship.
We also, in watching it, I remember one of the things that we talked about was it felt like you were angry.
Yeah,
and,
I was.
and burnt out and just
fed up.
Yeah, fed up.
I was.
Yeah.
And it's very clear that I was angry. And that's why I keep saying I wish that I had just paused for a second and listened to my fans, to my supporters.
And processed
Because
stuff.
while there were things said about me that weren't true, my people who would support me for so many years that I'm up here saying, like, I just wanted them to be happy. I wanted to make them happy. Well, they wanted an explanation. They wanted to understand what's going on. And they deserved that. And I didn't give it to them. Instead, I was angry and sang a song, and which is crazy.
It blew shit up.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It was.
I'm aware.
Okay, just let you know,
it's
that was crazy, bro.
absolutely crazy. And I think, when the dust did settle, because I, like you were saying, I did want to address it, and I was being told. I got a lot of advice from a lot of people, and the majority of the advice was don't say anything. And I'm sure from being in the
Honey, I
industry for
tell
so
her
long.
all the time, don't say nothing.
Right. Don't address it, don't say anything, it will just make it worse. Don't address it, don't say anything, it'll just make it worse. But
The problem with not saying anything, it'll make it worse, is that the catch-22 is when you keep not saying anything, it makes it seem like you don't care. And that you just did this, and now you're getting backlash, and you don't have the balls to come up with a proper response. Like, for example, it was dumb of me as a grown adult to send panties to a child. Because that's not really something you could ignore. That's not really something you could give like a Twitter pictured upload apology from the Notes app, I'm
I'm in a different position than a traditional celebrity because people watch me because I was so open and I talked about everything. I talked about everything. Like that I've been through, my mental health and my births and my pregnancies and my journey to fame. Everything I've been through, I've talked about very openly. And so, my audience, that was one of the reasons they liked watching me. And so then to suddenly be like, not only am I not going to talk about this, I'm going to sing this song about it. And it was such a choice.
It was such a choice.
Very much.
Such a choice, bro.
Yes. And so I think, I was getting so frustrated because I was just like, let me just address this. Please let me just talk. I just want to talk about this. And so finally after I posted the video. It was shortly after I posted it. I was talking to someone on the phone from my team, and I was like, "Oh, that was a huge mistake. That was really stupid." It was like there was so much. I have to say something, and finally I let it out.
What does regret feel like?
Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible because you can't. Because you want to fix it. You can't fix it. And that's the worst. Like, I wanted to fix it so bad, and there was no fixing it. There was nothing I could do to fix it. And that was so awful. That was because not only did I not address anything that I wanted to address, not only did I not, dispute the lies that I wanted to dispute, and I just made things worse. It was so bad. So
you made a mockery out of somebody claiming that they were in a tense situation that they shouldn't have been in because they were a child, and you decided to dance and sing about it. Or really just sing and sit awkwardly for a bunch of motherfuckers to sit there and, I guess, enjoy. But because the internet is filled with people who don't really think in first gear, they think in fifth gear, here we are.
So where do you think your mind went during that time that you were so unable, I guess, to have the perspective you have now?
Were you trying to save a character? Were you trying to save yourself? Were you trying to...
Were you just like completely
blacked out in
kind
anger?
of disconnected from it and you're like, I'm just gonna do this because I'm pissed?
I feel like it was a little bit of all of it. I mean, it was really overwhelming to, have these words thrown around in connection to me and my name that are really horrible. I mean, that's a horrible thing to be.
I bet I'd feel horrible after fucking getting nudes from a fucking grown adult that I didn't want, I'd feel pretty bad too, buddy. I'd feel pretty bad too, guy.
And to be accused of when you know that you are not that. Especially because, in my opinion, that's one of the worst things a person can be. It probably is. And so to be accused of that, knowing that I'm not that.
Are you speaking of grooming?
Grooming. Grooming and in any way harming
You're all alone now!
Anonymous, thank you.
Is the opposite of something or someone I am or ever would want to be. And so to be connected to those words
You're all
was devastating.
now!
And that's something that will,
It'll follow you around.
It will.
It will follow you around.
It will.
There were moments in your live shows where there were children brought up on stage and you were, as showbiz says, going for the funny in a lot of moments. However, looking back at moments, there is another person on the internet who is saying that when she went up on stage for your live show, she was a part of the yoga challenge section of your show. And it made them feel gross. Later in life, they were SA'd. And when they look back at that moment with you, they feel similar feelings. Can you dive a little bit deeper into what happened at the yoga challenge?
It was a challenge on YouTube for a while for people to try out different yoga poses. The couples would do it together because if you're not experienced in yoga, it's difficult to do. And so since I'm a YouTuber on my live show, sometimes I would do challenges from YouTube. So I did that challenge and I'd have people come up on stage and we would try out different yoga poses that popped up on the screen. And obviously we could never do them and I would be, flailing about as Miranda. And there was one pose where there are two people and both legs are spread up and you're holding each other's legs. And I genuinely never thought of it as a sexual or inappropriate thing. To me, the joke was that when...
That's the problem. You're spreading a child's legs and you're thinking to yourself, oh, I don't see anything wrong with this. There's a lot wrong with spreading a child's legs and it's not your fucking child.
The legs were open to do the pose. The fart sound effect came on the screen. So it was like once the legs opened up, there was a fart sound. And to me, that was all I thought that joke was. I never knew that was something that would make someone feel uncomfortable and trigger emotions and feelings. I feel terrible about that. Genuinely, when I heard about that, I felt so bad because that is something I never want to do is trigger anyone, but especially a girl who's been through horrible things.
What about the gay guy who does like makeup and like flat? I don't know. I don't know what he does. I'm not about to sit here and pretend I watch Adam McIntyre. What about the gay guy you sent panties to?
In that manner, like that, it feels so terrible that me doing this silly yoga joke in my mind, a silly yoga joke could be something that could trigger her in such a negative way and affect her in such a negative way. And it's awful. And I'm really proud of anyone who's been able to come forward and express that because I want kids and minors and anyone to be able to feel like they can speak up if they're uncomfortable and they can speak up about things that they feel are not okay. They need to be able to feel that way. Certainly, the things that I've done in my comedy in the past, like there's so many things I look back and go, oh my God, I would never do that. Now I can't believe I did that. And it was for the laugh. You're on stage and it is different than...
No, not Jeffree Star. The fucking gay guy, Adam McIntyre. He was about to have me wonder how old Jeffree Star is, but I know that motherfucker got to be pushing 40. There ain't no fucking way.
When you're online and you can read comments where people go, hey, that's not cool. And you can go, oh, crap. When you're on stage and everyone's laughing and enjoying it and then telling you, that was the best part of the show when you did this, and this. And a lot of the comedy that I did with Miranda, when my audience shifted, I was like, okay, how do I keep this audience that liked this crass humor and now appeal to this younger audience that now is growing so much? And my solution to that was I will still do these more crass innuendo type jokes and it'll go over the kids' heads and then the parents will have something to laugh at and the adults will have something to laugh at that are in the audience. And that was my solution to that.
How was you rectifying what was going on stage?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I thought, well, everyone knows that I'm a safe person and I don't mean anything negative by this. I was like, well, everyone knows this is in jest, and so it's fine for me just because the crass jokes will go over the kids' heads and the adults will laugh at it. And that is how it seemed to me. I didn't think more about how that could be affecting the younger people in the audience.
Do you feel like you have a different perspective now between, let's say, like bad judgment and harmful behavior?
I definitely do. Yeah, I certainly think that and especially now, now that I'm a mom, obviously every choice I make, I think about how it could affect my children. And I wish that I went into my interactions with my fans with that same mindset of like everything I say can affect them, and think about how this can affect these people that you're interacting with.
Did parents ever confront you after? Did you ever get any kind of interaction with an adult who said, this didn't feel good for me and my child?
No, I never did personally. I don't know if someone got that message, and I never received it. The only complaint I ever remember receiving in that way, in person from a live show or anything, was at the beginning of my shows. I used to do a ukulele song, where I would
ukulele.
I know, where I would sing the hate comments that I received. And there was hate comments, so there was a lot of bad language, and the comments were on the screen, and I would sing them. And we did get some complaints about that. They're like, you're saying bad words like in the first 5 minutes of the show, and I have my young kid here, whatever. And so then I changed it. I bleeped the words on the screen, and I bleeped the audio of it too, so that you couldn't hear or see it. And we also changed on the website everywhere, like, this is a PG-13.
How's my dick supposed to jump off of all of this information you just gave me, man?
Miranda Sings versus Sydney Sweeney. Who could talk the longest without saying anything? Well, according to our most desperate of people who can't seem to argue with motherfuckers whose hair is blue, Sydney Sweeney gave a master class in combating the woke. How? Fuck if I know. Fuck if I know how. But hey, it was a master class, the kids say.
Show, like, making sure everyone knew that this was not a kid show because I got that complaint. And so I don't know if we were getting that complaint, it was stopped before it got to me or not, but I never received a complaint like that. In fact, I was usually told, oh my gosh, these jokes that were, they didn't get it, but it was so funny. I can't believe it was always the shock of like, I can't believe you said that. I can't believe you did that. And I was always told that it was all funny, and it was so ridiculous and over the top. And
time is interesting. Time is really interesting because if you go back in time for entertainment, there's been many a comedian, many a entertainer that has done things in their early career that when they look back on, they wish they didn't because culture changes. While people were laughing with you and
like, oh my God, it was so funny when you sent those panties to that fucking underage kid. Oh my God, the culture back then was so wild. The culture back then, really? Is that it? Is that it? Like, oh, back in my day, dog, we sent panties to all of you. Like, really? Is that the excuse we do?
Quote unquote at you because of the character. It must feel so like two-faced for you, for all these people who were laughing with you, and then all of a sudden
have them turn against you.
I don't, yes, it's.
Raven, are you sure? Are you sure you're the one? Because I could understand if it was your wife just sitting there, just like eating that shit up. But are you sure you want to be the one saying that? Don't you feel two-faced? Don't you feel betrayed that these people who were once laughing aren't laughing anymore? Like, I hate to break it to you, R. Kelly still has fans. But unfortunately, some of his former fans will still be disturbed by the idea and the video of him pissing on a child.
It's painful to see people who supported me and laughed with me and all this stuff suddenly turn and change their mind about it. But I don't blame anyone but me for, I completely blame myself, especially because I know that people do make mistakes and people can learn and grow and change. And one of my biggest mistakes was not listening and addressing things and taking responsibility.
And playing the ukulele.
Yeah, I'm playing that damn ukulele.
So I just want you to forget that.
I will never, trust me, I will never forget that.
Sure.
I went to a fair with my husband and kids, and they had these like colorful little kid ukuleles. And I was like, oh, I want to get one for one of our kids. And my husband was like, no. And I didn't even register to me, which is crazy because I always think about it. And I was like, no, what? He's like, do you have something to put in? I was like, I'll just carry it. And he goes, no, we're in a public place. No. And I was like, what's wrong? And he was like, you cannot hold a ukulele that is hot pink and walk around a fair. Are you insane? And I was like,
yes,
I am. And also, thank you, because I was about to do it. I just didn't, I don't know how I didn't think about it because I think about it all the time and how like, oh my God, I really like that instrument. I can never play it again. It's like, but it was just, anyway, let's get back to it. I just got distracted.
Now, this is a live show. My apologies for never going and seeing the entire thing. No but worries. If you could explain why there is a clip of YouTube of a little boy eating Cheetos out of your pants. Could you explain that for the audience, please?
Huh? ¿Qué pasa? Huh? What's this about a little boy eating Cheetos out of pants? Where do you get that from? Why? Like dead ass. Why? Huh? Natanya, you sound like you know. Why? Why is this a thing? Little kids eat Cheetos out the pants, huh? Yeah, what that? Like, huh? That one kind of crazy. That just threw me off just a little bit. Like, out the pants? Like, a little kid I don't know. How you don't know? You supposed to be my end to all this shit. If you don't know, fuck, we all screwed. Cause what you mean? Motherfuckers eating Cheetos out the panties. Like, what? I'm so thrown down.
Pulling Cheetos, that makes it sound more agreed. Like he's physically eating out of her pants. He wasn't. He was taking one.
Oh, he was taking a... See, that's how things get twisted.
Right.
So could you explain it, please?
Well, I mean, what a
Wait. Go back?
Eating Cheetos out of your pants. Could you explain that for the audience, please?
Pulling Cheetos, that makes it sound more agreed. Like he's physically eating out of her pants. He wasn't. He was taking one.
Oh, he was taking a... See, that's how things get twisted.
Right.
So could you...
Oh yeah. I don't want a random kid eating out of my pants, nor do I want a random kid digging into my pants and taking things out. That's sure. That's somewhat slightly better. It's still a problem.
Explain it, please.
Well, I mean, what a crazy thing to hear that there's a woman on stage and there's a young person taking food out of her pants and eating it on stage. Like, that's crazy. A lot of the joke with Miranda was that I would say and do things that were inappropriate or had some sort of sexual innuendo to them or something like that. And it went over.
That's cool. Keep that to the adults. As soon as you bring kids into your sexual innuendo jokes, welcome to the consequences of your own actions.
The character's head. Like Miranda was not aware that she was saying something that could be taken the wrong way. That was a lot of the jokes that I did as the character. And so in that particular part of the show that I did, it was probably 8 to 10 years ago that I used to do that bit. Miranda was teaching the audience how to sneak food into the movie theater. And so I stuffed a big bag of cheese balls in my pants. Now I was wearing layers of clothing because throughout the show, I put more clothes on over my clothes on stage. When I transitioned from me into Miranda, in front of everyone, put on more clothes. So I'm wearing lots of layers of clothing, and then there's the cheese balls in a bag and in my pants. And so initially I would bring up an adult, and I'd start eating the snack as we're quote unquote watching this movie, and then I'd say, do you want a snack? And then they would take a cheese ball from the top of the bag and eat it. It was supposed to be like, she doesn't realize how inappropriate this looks. And then, there's a clip.
Which would have been fine if it was just adults. But you got a kid involved.
Like you said, of when a younger person came on stage and did that with me. And the audience is laughing and you could see my reaction, like, this is a weird situation that I'm in here. But it got a big laugh and everyone knew that it wasn't just, this is me trying to, rationalize, that's what it is, rationalize the situation. But shortly after, I'd say within a year of doing that joke, I cut it. So I was like, I think this is...
Sorry, within a year of doing that joke, you what?
Cut it, I stopped doing it. Okay. Because it was, my fans a lot of them were younger at this point. So I was like, obviously this joke is not, I'm not doing it. It's not working. It's not appropriate. And so I cut that. I regret doing that. I should have never brought kids up on stage, even though the joke was that Miranda doesn't know that this is inappropriate. And the audience is like, it doesn't matter. I should have been like, if I'm going to do this joke, it's in my adult show that I'm doing with adults that are consenting and know that this is a joke. That Miranda doesn't understand that this could look bad.
So you have admitted to sending lingerie to an underage fan. And I know
Oh, wait. Did she say fan or man? Because if that comment was wrong, I'll eat it. I want to hear this in normal speed.
That are consenting and know that this is the joke. That Miranda doesn't understand that this could look bad.
So you have admitted to sending lingerie to an underage fan.
Okay, fan. She said fan. Back to quick speed.
And I know you've talked about this before, but I would like to ask you one more time to address this and kind of what happened and how you're feeling about it now.
Yeah, what an idiot. Is how I feel about it now. I think it was like 10 years ago, something like that. I was doing a live stream and I always loved giving away gifts to my fans online. So I would...
giving away panties!
Send them like a bobby pin of Miranda's or a lipstick of Miranda, an old shirt, usually it was to encourage them to donate to a charity event that I would do every year. But I loved giving out stuff. And so...
Hey, kid, you wanna be inspired to give to charity? I got some charity for you. It's my Colleen Ballinger draws, bitch. Ooh, that's gonna make you want to donate to charity, isn't it?
So I was doing a live stream like I did pretty often, and I was opening up a box of clothes that I had bought, and in it was this underwear bra set that I didn't order, and we were laughing about it. So everyone in the chat was laughing about it, me and my friend, and he actually put it on over his clothes, and I was like, look at this, and we were laughing about it, and there are people in the comments saying, oh, send that to me, send that one to me, and we were like, we're not gonna do that, that's crazy. But then there was one fan in particular who kept asking us to send it, and I was...
Is it Adam? So when a child you don't know that is not related to you, that you have no affiliation with other than, oh my God, I'm a content creator, and that's my fucking a fucking fan. When a child is saying, hey, give me, you just do.
It was like, obviously you can tell in the live, like I'm like hesitant about it because there is a little bit of brains in there somewhere. That was like, maybe not, because I hesitated. But then I was like, and I didn't send it. I didn't. But then it was just became an inside joke with the fandom, and everyone was like telling me to send it, and he kept asking for it. It was like months of this, until finally I did, and it was very public and as a joke. And it was like a part of my brain was missing in action of like, hey, this is not a good idea. This looks bad. It wasn't a pair of my... Right. Something that I sent to a young fan in an inappropriate way, but it was inappropriate. Like, why would I? What part of me thought like everyone will know this is a silly joke in the fandom? Like that was, I wish I'd never done that. That was so inappropriate. And if he was made to feel uncomfortable because of that, like I feel terrible and I'm so sorry because that was not my intention with that. I thought it was like a a silly inside joke with the whole fandom. It was all very public, and I thought it was a silly thing, and it was so stupid.
It's also difficult, I think, in that specific situation when you feel like you're being given permission, if you will, because everyone is saying kind of the same thing. Everyone seems in on the joke. Everyone seems to understand it. Everyone is saying, send it. And then you have this person not dropping it after that, but continuing the conversation weeks after this has happened. I can see where you don't think about potential negative consequence because in that moment it feels pure.
And you're not sending it in a sexual manner.
No. When I appreciate...
Excuse. You're not sending it in a sexual manner. You know what? Let's go ahead and listen to this little normal speed. Maybe I'm missing something. Isn't Adam gay? I need you to like dig your head out your ass. You heard something and you went to isn't Adam gay? That's not the focus here.
With the whole fandom, it was all very public, and it was
that him being gay or straight, not the problem here. Excuse me.
I thought it was a silly thing, and it was so stupid.
It's also difficult, I think, in that specific situation when you feel like you're being given permission, if you will, because everyone is...
It's not permission. This is a child. This is a child.
Saying kind of the same thing. Everyone seems in on the joke. Everyone seems to understand it. Everyone is saying, send it. And then you...
Oh, my God. What a joke. Sending panties to a minor. God. The peak of comedy in that moment.
You have this person not dropping it after that, but continuing the conversation weeks after this has happened. I can see where you don't think about potential negative consequence because in that moment it feels pure.
And you're not sending it in a sexual manner.
No.
This is why pedophiles feel safe. This. If you ever wanted a clear indication as to why the pedophile feels safe, right here, right there, right there, right there. Good. That is how the pedophile tries to get away with the thing.
Moment it feels pure.
And you're not sending it in a sexual manner.
No.
I need to remind everyone in the room with me right now that woman on screen, hold on, big screen, that woman sent panties to a child. The fuck are we talking about? Come on, Raven. I thought you was black.
No. When I appreciate that, but at the same time, like, it was my responsibility to know.
Yeah,
I shouldn't send this. This could look really bad. This could make people uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yes.
That's where, even though it doesn't matter how many people are egging it on or asking for it, begging for it, and thinking it was so funny, and everyone, seems like this joke, I should have taken a second and been like, maybe send a bobby pin. Yeah. Like, this is not the thing to send to someone. This is not something that...
No, it's not. It's not the thing to send to a child. It's not the thing to send to a child. The child doesn't need to see this, Madam Webb, whatever the fuck your name is. The child doesn't need to see this in any capacity. You seek feed. You seek fuck. You seek. That's all you are. You just seek. You seek fuck. You seek fuck. You seek fuck. That's all you are. You seek fuck.
Silver one or a black one?
Well, I think I usually use the black ones.
Yeah, the brown
black
ones.
threads.
Something else, Colleen, that has come up and been discussed is the fact that you would participate in group chats with your fans, and there were minors in those chats, and there would be questions regarding their virginity and sex positions. Right. Inappropriate questions are being asked to underage people. What was going on?
That's...
Hey, there. You have this memoir where you're fantasizing about killing various children in various different areas amongst the world. And you would go into these random conventions. You would talk to multiple strangers about how you would kill a bunch of people. Tell me, what were you doing?
True. It's completely inappropriate. And I used to do this weekly question and answer thing with my audience. And that particular group chat was full of a bunch of different fans of all ages, but they would...
Children! There are minors in there! She got the minors! She had the minors in her chat! She had minors in her chat. She had the minors I'm losing it. It was like, what am I hearing? I'm hearing like the oddest fucking attempt to emphasize with a person that does not need to be empathized with. Y'all need to publicly shame her into apologizing again. Because that's the only fucking way to look at this.
They were crass and funny and ridiculous, and they would, whenever I asked for questions for my channel, they would ask me questions like that. They would ask me questions they knew I wouldn't answer, that were over the top, inappropriate. So when one of them, which this part of the conversation is now deleted, those parts of the conversations are deleted or gone or somehow, I don't know, but when they asked for questions for theirs, I was trying to do the same jokes that they had just previously been doing with me. Stupid and inappropriate. Shouldn't have done it. I feel really embarrassed and stupid. And
Did you know they were underage at the time?
I knew that there were teenagers in the chat. Yeah, I did know that. And
tell me if you know someone that needs Jesus. Colleen, you need Jesus. Colleen, you blow my mind. Imagine admitting this to two grown adults who are trying their damnedest to like sympathize you. Like they're doing their damnedest to sympathize you, and they're failing because they're stupid. They're not getting it because they're also fucking up. It makes it seem like they're okay with it as long as you just sit there and apologize for like half a second. It'll be fine. No. Because remember how the question started. The question started off mentioning how there were minors in the group chat. And the bitch just confirmed it to you. Like, like a Aaron iron. Fuck, like you gotta be kidding me, bro. I'm sorry. When did I press the button to mute this? I don't think I ever did.
They all know that I'm just joking around like they do this to me. They know I'm not gonna answer the questions. I know they don't want the answer. Like I thought like this was it was clear between all of us that like I was joking. I didn't actually want this information from this person. I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny to ask a really absurd, crazy question. And there were a bunch of questions I asked. Those were just a few of the awful ones that I did. And I should have never done that. That was crazy of me.
It wasn't in a grooming fashion.
Absolutely not. It was in a stupid fashion. It was in a, like I shouldn't.
For the laugh?
For the laugh. I thought it would make them laugh. I thought they'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. Ha ha ha. Like.
I'm gonna participate in the gender aspect of this. If a man did any of this, nobody is giving him that charitability. None of us are giving him that charitability. It's just not gonna fucking happen. Hey, I'm in a group chat with a bunch of minors and I'm joking about all the shit that you're not supposed to joke about with children. Yeah. Oh, I was just memeing. Oh, I wish I had somebody in my ear. You what? In your late 20s, early mid 30s? At that time? Sorry, you're a grown adult. You're on late tonight. It's 10 o'clock at night. Will you please dig out of your ass? Will you? Just dig out of it. Just succulent. Just get that poo out. 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 Like, what do you mean, guy? It's 10 o'clock at night. I don't know what you people call late at night, but trust me, you ain't scratched the surface. You ain't been here when I've streamed at 3 o'clock in the morning for no reason. For a literal no reason. Other than the sensation of it etching the throat.
Like how they did with me often. They were very funny. That group chat of all these guys. They're very funny, very dedicated, wonderful people.
So you were being one of the kids.
Yeah, right.
And you had forgotten.
Yeah,
so
right.
you...
Oh man, don't you just miss being a kid? And how you joke around with other kids and you're 20 and you're 30 and you're fucking 40. Don't you just miss it? Don't you? You. Yes, you watching. You. Don't you miss when you were a kid and you just started joking in ways you should joke with children? I know I don't.
You were acting more like one of your kid viewers versus remembering that you were actually the adult.
It's already 2 hours past your bedtime. Let me give you what you want. Let me give you what you want. Goodbye. Anybody else want what they want?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And that lends itself to the power dynamic that you had referenced earlier.
Right.
You kind of had
Right.
lost the awareness of that relationship or dynamic.
There was no part of me that was wanting that information truly from them. I wasn't trying to get anything out of them. I was just trying to be like one of them, which is embarrassing to admit because that was not my responsibility in that time. I was trying to be silly like them and be their friend, when in reality I was the one who's supposed to be the responsible one. I was the adult there that should have never participated.
See, while Colleen is trying to befriend her fans, I just kick mine out. There will be none of which that way. No, 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 no.
Participate in that conversation and should have never joked with them about.
Children should be outside. See, the problem with that logic is you just think if they go outside, they're going to be better. No. Them being inside or outside makes no difference. Oh, look, they should be outside. Then they get kidnapped. Then what? Then what? Did you factor that in when you just want to have your spiel about, oh, the problem is kids are not going outside anymore? Now you're going to sit here and say, oh, they could be in the backyard. And then one of them fucking trips and falls and breaks their fucking arm. Then what? Oh, they have to be inside at an appropriate time. Like, who, why, what, where, how's it? There are more ways to get to a child, just in case any. God damn, good Lord. Monitor what your kids watch. There we go. There, the time after that horrible piece of rhetoric Natanya threw out, because when we had to hear about this motherfucker sending panties and you in Discord talking sexually to kids. Wait, isn't Adam gay? Nice to see Natanya's back on track.
About that kind of stuff. There's a power dynamic there, that parasocial relationship.
Oh, kids should be outside. And then that one fucking pedophile in the neighborhood steals the child. Now you don't know where the fucking child at. And now you also going to jail because you abandoned your child for said child to be kidnapped. Right. I'm not going to make it to the ship. I'm not going to make it to the ship. I'm not going to make it to the ship. I'm not going to make it to the ship. I'm not going to make it to the ship. I'm not going to make it to the ship. I'm not going to make it to the ship. I'm not going to make it to the ship. I'm not going to make it to the ship. I'm not going to make it to the ship. I'm not making it to the ship.
That I wasn't thinking about, which was irresponsible of me. Like, I should have been thinking about that, and I should have removed myself from that chat immediately when they were joking about things that were inappropriate. I shouldn't have ever participated in those conversations. And it was rare that I was in there talking to them, but that is one of the moments where I did interact, and I wish that I hadn't.
Let's talk about JoJo for a second. So we know JoJo. You know JoJo. You became friends with her when she was how old?
I first met JoJo, I think she was 11 when I met her and her mom for dinner, because JoJo was a fan, and she and another girl from the Dance Mom show wanted to meet me, so I went to dinner with them.
Some people will say that that was an inappropriate friendship for you two to develop since she was 11 and you were an adult. What thoughts, feelings?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't look at it as a friendship at first. She was 11, and I looked at it as a sweet young girl. I loved the show she was on, and she liked my videos and looked up to me, and she wanted to meet me. And to me, I wasn't looking at it as like becoming best friends with her when I met her. It was just a sweet meeting. And then she's a hustler. You guys know.
Oh my God, the bulls calling an 11-year-old a hustler is fun. Calling an 11-year-old a hustler. All right.
JoJo, she immediately was like, well, I want to do, I had a video called Colleen's Corner that I answer questions every week. So she did JoJo's Juice to do the same kind of, she kind of looked at me as like a mentor, someone she looked up to. And, I don't want to speak for JoJo though. It feels weird talking about this without her here, but she can say this herself if she wants. But, so over time we became friends because she was such a hustler, she'd want to collaborate. And so we get together and make videos together.
Which is also very common for YouTubers and fellow people in the world who want to collaborate and get to know each other, feed off each other's videos.
Right. So yes, we became friends, but it always felt more like a family thing because I'm a big family person. Like, I love my family. I'm always with my family. We're always hanging.
Do you send your panties to your family?
We're always in family gatherings. And I think that, again, I don't want to speak for her, but she liked to come over to our family gatherings and hang out with my family where we'd be playing games and eating pizza with my parents, and sometimes her mom and her brother would come or dad. Like, it was a very family.
Big family. The Seawads are a big family.
And my brother and all his kids were there, so he's got 6 kids, and they'd all be there, and we'd all be playing. The kids would be putting on performances, and we'd all be laughing and playing. So it always felt very like sisterly friends. And yes, now that she's older, and I would definitely consider her one of my close friends, and I love her dearly, and I admire her so much. I think she's incredible. I was very involved with talking with her mother all the time and making sure her mom knew when we were hanging out. And her mom said, I'm friends with her mom. I love Jess.
Yeah.
That's all very shocking to me that people look at us being friends as. I guess it makes sense considering the allegations that have come up against me. But I think JoJo's amazing. She's like a sister to me, and I'll stand by that forever. There's nothing weird or inappropriate about our friendship or our relationship. She is
that we know of.
Amazing. She's my sister, and I have a sister, and she's like a sister to her as well. And JoJo doesn't have a sister, and she's excited that now she calls us her sister. So yeah, it's never been a weird or inappropriate thing.
Even though YouTube is a community of non-celebrity and celebrity people coming together and uploading videos, it has become an industry of its very own.
Totally. Yes.
And within an industry of entertainment, which is what YouTube is now, people are going to interact of all different backgrounds and all different ages. And there are so many YouTube kids that are not on YouTube because they're doing it themselves. They have their parents there with them. And we know Jess as well. We know the family. There will never, ever be a time where Jess is not aware of what JoJo is doing.
Yeah.
And I want to keep people aware that we really do have to be careful in how we throw stones at people when we don't know the entire story.
We do know she gave out panties. Bitch gave out panties. Wait, what are we doing? What's the mission here? I don't know what the mission is here. What? Oh. Like, bitch gave out panties to children. That's the fucking mission here. That what? Don't what? What?
When there is a culture within the entertainment industry that not a lot of people understand.
So much has happened, and I can only imagine that having to absorb and internalize all of this, a lot of it must have made you have to change. I want to know about some of these changes you've gone through since the height of
I no longer send panties to children. It's like, oh, what a change.
controversy.
Well, I'm much more anxious now, and I've been through so much therapy. And I also just think I go into kind of everything with a different perspective than I did before. I mean, when I responded to everything, I was really thinking about the whole situation from my perspective, obviously. Like, these people have shifted their opinion who were laughing with me, and now they're not. And instead of thinking about, like, well, why? I was like, that's not fair, you know, which was the wrong reaction. And so now I look at things a lot differently, just in general in life, you know. Even if I feel I have been wronged in any way or whatever, my go-to now isn't like that person's wronged me. It's what are they going through? Why did they say that? What's the root here? Because I think with everything that I went through and everything that I was canceled for, I was so caught up in the things that weren't true. And, well, they're missing the context of this. So, and that was taken out of context there. And this was deleted from this. And, you know, I wanted to explain everything and prove that I wasn't this horrible person, this monster. But, like, in my response, I kind of proved I was kind of like
Dismissive.
Yeah, dismissive. And so, you know, I've learned to take a beat and try to hear what people are actually saying. Because, yes, there's going to be all the noise. And even when you're just having a little tiff with your partner, they're going to say they're mad about things they're not really. And it's important to try to, like, sift through the crazy and get to, like, what's the root here? Why is this person hurt?
Yeah.
And how can I help them to feel better? And how can I explain this in the right way to help them feel safe and okay when they're not feeling good?
Well, that mindset definitely comes with maturity. You know, that's something that we all have to learn. That's something that people aren't born with. That comes from trial and error. That comes.
Does anyone want to guess what else we have to learn? I tell you, it's a doozy. I tell you what else we have to learn is a doozy. Is a doozy. That other thing we got to learn is it's a doozy. It's a doozy. What else we got to learn? Also have to learn not to send nudes to, say it with me now, children. Because sending nudes to children is B plus A plus D, and that equals bad.
From trauma, and that comes from a situation like what you have been through. Knowing that this lives online forever, how are you going to explain this to your children?
That's part of the reason why I'm here now. You know, I kind of was at the mindset for so long, like, I just don't want to talk about it. I'm extremely non-confrontational, and I'm very anxious, and I will do absolutely anything to avoid a confrontation or avoid someone being upset with me or to a fault. It's not something I love about myself. It's something that gets me in trouble. And so I don't want to continue to, you know, bring up for people that they don't, you know, it might hurt them, or, you know, I just feel like, you know, people have said how they feel about me, and I'm
average African American is 24% European in ancestry. Goodbye. Who the fuck said anything about ancestry here?
I'm just gonna back away because that's what I think that people want at this point.
The
It's kind of how I
fuck
felt.
You are
is
coming
going
back
on
around
here?
to not say take me in again.
No.
But you're coming back around to say I know what I did. I know what I need to change. I'm changing. You don't have to love me. You don't have to like me.
Right.
But you recognize what happened, and that
Right.
takes a lot of fucking courage.
I obviously wish I could go back and do everything differently in my reactions to this whole situation. I feel terrible that I made anyone feel anything other than happy and safe in our little community online. And that's all I ever wanted, and I feel so terrible that I disappointed so many people. And I'm genuine. Can't even talk. You're okay. Take a beat. Stressed. I should have thought a lot more about my interactions with my fans and how it could affect them. I should have been more responsible and thought about how these things could affect people, especially, you know, the teenagers that were interacting with me. And I'm so now, in hindsight, like, grateful and proud of these people for coming forward and saying, like, hey, this is not okay behavior. Because even though I know that I never wanted to hurt anyone, and my intentions and my desires were nothing negative in my interactions with these people. That needed to be said. They needed to say, like, hey, this isn't okay, because there are people out there who they do have the intentions to hurt them, and they need to be able to say, like, this isn't okay, and I'm not standing for this, and like my heart was in the right place. It doesn't matter if people felt uncomfortable. I'm proud of them for saying, like, this wasn't okay and this made me uncomfortable, or this is not an okay thing to joke about, or whatever. Like, that needed to happen, and I hope that anyone interacting with anyone online, whether it be a celebrity or a new friend or anyone, goes into it with that caution up of like, what are these person's intentions, and assuming they're negative going into it, I feel like is a good thing to protect them from
Real predators
who actually do want to hurt them.
I'd be curious to know your thoughts on what you think your spirit is here to learn, because what you've had to
Oh my God. Oh my God, guys. I didn't even know. We didn't factor in her spirit. Oh, guys. She sent panties to a child and it was so weird. But did you think about her spirit? Oh, dear Lord. Lesbians are not good at this. I no longer want to envision how they scissor.
endure
It's a big learning lesson.
it's a masterclass beyond. And it has, I think, brought you to your knees. It has made you, as you said, more anxious. It's shifted your perspective. You had to.
God, I wonder who's more anxious. The woman who sent panties to a child being called out, or the fucking child who's grown up now having to fucking see this shit.
Take 2 years away. You haven't been online. I mean, it really kind of changed your life. So what do you think the lesson is for your soul, your being on earth right now?
There are so many lessons. I mean, the things that I've learned and reflected on and thought about over the last couple of years is, I mean, I'm a completely different person now in so many different ways. One is, I mean, thinking about things from other people's perspectives is important, because while, you know, I might have been like, I can't believe people would say this, I'm sure everyone watching was like, why? I can't believe she's not addressing this properly. I can't believe she's, you know, they felt betrayed by me, my fans and supporters, that I wasn't addressing this the appropriate way and explaining what was going on. Like, and so I've learned to try to like look at conflict from.
Hello, you know what? I think y'all forgot that when it's late at night, I don't tolerate this. I don't tolerate this when it's late at night. Because for some reason, I fucking left a comment. That's that same dickhead. I left a comment in somebody's fucking chat. This motherfucker was like, oh, my favorite femboy. It's too late at night for you motherfuckers. Too late at night. Your dads don't want you, and it's clear from what you leave in my comments the reason why.
From the other person's perspective, I've also, everything that I do and everything that I say, especially as a person of influence, is I'm impacting people. And is that impact necessary, and is it good? Because sometimes you don't need to make them laugh if it's going to hurt someone along the way. Like, you don't need, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Thinking about the long term, as someone who thinks in the here right now, what will make people happy right now and make people like me right now.
Oh, shit, not this fucking interview. I tell you that much. That fucking interview will not have. That's your friend. Well, your friend's odd. It's too late at night for this.
That doesn't always result in good things. You know, thinking in the long term and how is this going to snowball and affect people in the future is it's a way I've never thought before, and it's something I'm still learning and working on. Because it is my go-to to be like, how can I make this person happy right now? I just want, you know, and that causes problems. You really need to be thinking about the other person's well-being and how it will affect them in the future.
Yeah.
And so that's something I've learned and I'm working on a lot.
It's apparent that you want to make amends, that you are taking responsibility for the things that you have done in the past that were not okay. And you've said, I'm sorry now, many, many times before being on this show, and now many times today on the show. But I want to know, have you been able to, / will you forgive yourself?
For some things, I think. But I also think I'm one of those people that, like, whatever hate comments or hate I receive, I've already thought it about myself at some point in my life. So, you know, I'm my biggest hater. They ain't got nothing on me. So, like, it's hard for me to have grace.
I got you sending panties to a child on you. That's what I got on you. That's all I need. I don't really need too much else. Too much else don't really benefit. Too much else is just like, that's like just extra for no reason. But what I have on you already is just enough.
To myself and forgiveness. And I think that's why it's taking me so long to even say anything is I'm just like, oh, okay, I'll just back away. Because I just, you know, and that's one of the things I've learned in the last 2 years is so much of my self-worth was based in the validation from my fans and making sure I was being entertaining and I was giving them what they wanted. And that was who I was as a person. So when that was taken away, I was like, then I'm nothing.
Bitch, you about to cry? You sent panties to a child!
So that was a really hard lesson for me to learn, to find peace and happiness and validation.
Oh, good Lord, this only happens to white women. Like, they're only white women somehow cry their way out of addressing that, oh my God, I actually did this stupid thing.
And be okay with myself with that not there. Because you can't put your entire person and your whole validation in, like, what others think of you. And that's what I was doing with my fans. I wasn't anything without that.
Do you remember earlier when I asked you what your lesson was for your soul? That, to me, is actually the answer. That the person that you are, because you've struggled with your worth, because you've struggled with your confidence, it's like when...
Because you sent panties to a child, Like this is like how you this is how you gaslight motherfuckers. When you bring up everything else and you try to like paper it. Right. She's acting like she's the victim. Like, the fuck? Madam, you sent pantaloons to a child. You deserve the criticism. And you will always deserve the criticism.
Have those questions of, am I worthy enough to be here?
No.
If you're in this industry and you show weakness, that will be eaten alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, R. Kelly. So what if you peed on those girls? Don't show any weakness. Who cares? Don't show them that you're weak. Don't that interview you did where you fucking cried. You showed them that you were weak in the moment. Don't worry. You be strong when you get out. That way you'll be right back on tour. Because this line of logic makes fucking sense. It just makes all the sense in the world. It just does. It makes all the sense of the world. Yeah.
Because people prey on that. And I think your soul's journey here is to learn that you're worthy and to really find peace in yourself and love yourself. Because I tell you, it's brutal.
I'm still working on that one.
I know.
I think this is not a woe is me thing at all. But like there's with everything that happened.
Really? I can't tell.
Another Broadway show, and I was writing my next book. And I was in the middle of a big tour, and everything was one by one like blocked from me. Everything that I'd been working on and worked for decades, was gone, and it sucked. But like honestly, like what really struck me was the who am I without this validation from these people. So it took me a while to wake up and not be disappointed, but like I definitely worked really hard to get there and realized one day like I'm not getting any validation from any audience, and I'm okay. Like, and obviously I have the most important things in the world to me, which is my children and my family, and that's all that I need. Mm-hmm. And that's where I'm at now. I think I need to get to that point before coming.
God, I wonder what little Colleen Jr. is thinking right now. Little Colleen Jr. is probably growing up. Tee hee hee ha ha. Oh, my mom's an internet personality. Oh, really? Who is she? Colleen Ballinger. That pedophile. Like, I feel bad for Colleen Ballinger Jr.
Coming out and saying anything because I need to have everything that I need before I
you need this.
Make sure this is because I'm just want to clear the air and say my side of things without any like expectations or
or ukulele.
God, fuck that ukulele. Can I say that word?
Yes. You can say that word.
Thank you so much, Colleen, for coming and bearing your soul and being honest and addressing.
Bearing your soul? What? See, if you watch the video I uploaded like a couple hours ago, this is making excuses and making it okay for motherfuckers to do shit. This, when you have a motherfucker who did a wrong and you're bringing them on to talk about the personal introspective feelings about how they feel deep inside, this is how you let motherfuckers think that it's okay to do shit. This, nothing else. This is how you get motherfuckers to think, oh, I did a wrong, but bearing your soul, about to bear my load on the fucking ground.
The concerns of others.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, and thanks for chatting with me.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Do you want to touch on what she's doing now?
No one gives a shit what I'm doing. Who cares? They'll come they find me.
Just say it. So we can have it.
Yeah, you can find me at follow me on Instagram. Oh my God.
Thank you all.
What a horrible way to end it. That's a horrible way to end this. Like, you ended it with like being snooty. Oh no. This is terrible. This is terrible and terrible. No. How did you think to yourself in this moment that this is good? And you two, how the fuck did y'all think, all right, this works. Oh, this works. No. I need to know, like, did either of them like respond to this in making sure, like, hey, the audience, guess what we're hearing? Bullshit. Hey, audience. Oh God, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Sucky Humans Sucking the podcast. I mean, basically. My thing is, like, it's the confidence to just, like, be in this position is astonishing. Like, it's astonishing. There's a Yahoo article about the interview. Ew. Ew. I don't think I want to listen to Adam McIntyre talk. That's a struggle. Like, this is not, to me, this is not how you address a situation, nor do you get people off your back because of shit like this. She made it worse for herself. Maybe. Now, who knows? Because, people tend to forgive and do all that shit. So it's like, who knows? Maybe it was good. Maybe it was bad. I think it was terrible. So she's on the... She may be. But in the meantime, I'm going to bed. Goodbye.